house is still, the sun climbs slow, curtains swaying soft and low. I sit alone, the table bare, but in this space I know you're there. A gentle breeze, a creaking floor. I don't need anything more. No noise, no rush, no grand display, just quiet love that chose to stay. Time doesn't ask for what we lose. It gives us peace in morning hues. A quiet calm, a steady hand. No need to speak to understand. I raise the mug, I breathe you in, like you're beside me once again. The warmth, the taste, the slow sunrise are full of all we left behind. No need for tears, no need to run. You're with me still, in a quiet cup at dawn. I read a book you used to love, underline words you're thinking of. I hum a tune you used to play, soft as the light that starts the day. The world outside begins to move, but I remain in morning's groove. No plans, no wait, no need to be, just here and now and memory. Not every goodbye ends with pain. Some hearts return through quiet rain. A quiet cup, the day unfolds with whispered thoughts and stories told. The steam that rises, slow and kind, carries echoes through my mind. No clocks to chase, no words to prove, just gentle proof of how we move beyond the years, beyond what's done. You live in me, in a quiet cup at dawn. They say love fades, but I believe it lingers soft in how we grieve. Not loud, not lost, just settled deep in simple things we choose to keep. A quiet cup softened light, the kind that makes the morning right. Though time has carried you away, you visit me in gentle ways. So here I sit with both hands wrapped around the past I never lacked, and smile for all the ways you've gone, yet stayed with me in a quiet cup at dawn. Through the window, morning spills over rooftops, quiet hills, steam from tea curls in the light, soft and golden, calm and bright. I watch the world begin to turn, leaves that fall and hearts that learn. I think of you in gentle ways, not in storms but softer days. No rush, no need to speak aloud, just me and time beneath this cloud. Through the window I see years woven through both joy and tears, a hand I held, a voice I miss, a quiet life, a stolen kiss. Not everything we love will stay, but what is true won't drift away. The heart remembers where it grew. I see it all through the window, clear and true. The wind moves slow like passing time. I hum a song without a rhyme. Photographs along the wall don't speak, but somehow say it all. The chair you sat in, still so near. I close my eyes and feel you here. Not in shadow, not in pain, but in the peace that still remains. The world has changed, the pace is new, but through the glass I still see you. Through the window love lives on, even when the touch is gone. The laughter, quiet talks at night still linger in the fading light. I've lost, I've learned, I've let some go, but never what my soul still knows. Time moves fast, but I hold true to all I've lived. Through the window, back to you. Maybe the sky won't always shine, but I still find the good was mine. And when I miss what used to be, I look outside and you find me There's a quiet in the air today, the kind that words don't dare to say. The kettle sings its morning tune while sunlight drapes across the room. The sheets are cool, the window wide, but still I feel you by my side. Not in form, not in sound, just in the way the still surround. The world moves slow and I don't mind. It gives my heart the time to find the scent of Sunday, soft and warm, like linen dried by summer storms. You'd hum along to songs I played and laugh at things I never said. Now every breeze and wooden floor reminds me what we had before. Not every love is meant to stay, but I still breathe the scent of Sunday. The clock ticks on but holds its breath, like time itself recalls your steps. A coffee stain, your folded books still sit where only I can look. I open windows, sweep the dust, but keep the corners built on trust. Some memories I've let drift far, but this one stays right where you are. I close my eyes and there you go, in candlelight and shadows glow. The scent of Sunday, calm and clean, a quiet echo in between. The oven hums, the paper folds, like all the pieces love still holds. No grand goodbyes, no burning flame, just whispered peace that speaks your name. Not every day can feel this way, but I return to the scent of Sunday. Maybe love's not always loud, it lingers soft but still unbowed, in morning light, in faded blue, in every space I shared with you. The scent of Sunday, warm and slow, a time and place where hearts still go. I sit alone, but not quite so. You live in every shadow's glow. This house, this light, this sacred hush still holds your touch in quiet blush. Those seasons fade and skies turn gray, I'll always know the scent of Sunday. visit in my dreams these days. And yet your touch still finds its ways. And how I fold the sheets at night, or pause beneath the hallway light. No longer do I call your name, but in my heart you feel the same. Melody I do not sing, but hum each time I miss a thing. I don't chase you through the past, but some loves are meant to last. You're not forgotten, not erased. You're in the quiet, in the grace. You're in the drawer with cards we wrote, in every worn and button coat. I don't look back to make you stay, but carry you in softer ways. No tears, no need to prove what's true. I simply know where I keep you. I dust the shelves, I sweep the floor, and find your laugh behind the door. The garden grows where you once stood, and I still plant like you once would. You're not a shadow I avoid, not something gone, not something void. You're folded in the life I lead, like autumn air in every seed. I've lived without, I've lived beyond, but love like this just lingers on. You're not a weight, you're not a chain. You're the soft drizzle in the rain. You're in the books I love to read, in every quiet, gentle deed. I don't pretend that you're still near, but feel your echo clear and dear. No longing left, just something true, a place inside where I keep you. I've made new paths, I've opened doors, but still you rest within my core. Not haunting me, not holding tight, just watching gently from the light. You're not a loss, you're not a cry. You're part of how I say goodbye. Not every ending needs a flame, some simply stay without a name. I breathe, I smile, I carry through, and always know where I keep you. The way the light falls on the floor is just the same as days before. It touches frames and silent walls and makes me feel you through it all. No sudden wind, no thunder sound, just warmth that wraps and stays around. mind. I sit in it, and there you are, not far away, not really far. Some love doesn't shout or fade, it lingers soft like light and shade. You never had to try too hard to leave your shape in every part. The way you smile, the way you breathe, still lives in every autumn leaf. I wash the cups, I sweep the floor, but your footsteps live beneath the door. They echo in the morning sun, where something ends yet isn't done. I don't look back to hold you tight, but find you softly in the light. You're in the way the light drapes low on books we stacked so long ago, in tea that cools beside the sill, in everything that's quiet still. I feel your heart inside the air, like sunlight pulling up a chair. Not gone, not past, just gently small. You're here in the way the light falls. Some loves are loud and leave a scar, but yours is like the evening star that glows without a need to stay, yet guides me gently through the gray. You're in the way the light breaks through. Each morning feels a bit like you. Not every love needs open eyes to find it shining in the skies. So if they ask where you might be, I'll point to windows, sun and sea. Not in a name or memory's halls, but always in the way the light falls. I held my tongue 1,000 times, told myself you'll know in time, but time it moves without a pause. And now I live with silent flaws. I made your tea, I watched you go, and smiled like you were meant to know. But love is not in quiet air, it's in the words we didn't dare. Now the room is full of light, but what I lost stays out of sight. It's what I didn't say that lingers at the close of day. That I was wrong, but please don't leave. That you were more than I believed. I whispered love in second glances, but never gave it real chances. And didn't say. You looked at me like you could tell, but knowing's not the same as well. You waited there with open hands. I stood behind my careful plans. Now photographs can't speak for me. They show what was, not what should be. And in each frame I see your face, framed by what I can't replace. It wasn't pride, it wasn't shame, just fear I couldn't quite explain. It's what I didn't say that echoes more than yesterday. The you were right, the let's hold tight, the don't give up, not yet, not tonight. I let the silence do the talking. Now it's just me and memories walking, and every step recalls the day I left behind. What I didn't say. Some things aren't meant for noise, but love deserves a louder voice. And if I could turn back the sky, I'd say it all, not let it die. It's what I didn't say that time refused to sweep away. The truth I owed, the words I missed, the goodbye sealed with just a kiss. Now all that's left is fading light and one last chance to make it right. So I write this song and hope you stay long enough to hear what I didn't say. The door is closed, the light is low, but in this quiet I still know your laughter lingers in the walls, your shadow softens every hall. You're gone in ways I understand, but not in air or touch or hand. I feel you most on gentle days, in small and unexpected ways. You may have taken all your things, but left behind a heart that sings. It's the warmth you left behind, like sunlight through the woven blind. Not blazing loud, not sharp or bold, just steady, soft and quietly gold. You're not here to hold my hand, but love still lives where we would stand. You may have gone, but not unkind. I still carry the warmth you left behind. You're in the way I brew my tea, the books you mark still speak to me. The garden blooms where you once knelt, and in those flowers you're still felt. I talk to you without a sound, in folded towels and sweeping ground. yourself into my day. In all the gentle, thoughtful way. I don't cry like I did before. You gave me peace behind the door. It's the warmth you left behind, a comfort I was blessed to find. Not loud like storms, not quick to fade, just resting in the life we made. No empty space, no need to fill. You're everywhere and somehow still a part of all I've redefined, wrapped in the warmth you left behind. Not every ending breaks the soul. Some leave behind a deeper hole. You loved, you lived, and left me grace that time and tears could not erase. It's the warmth you left behind that keeps me calm, that keeps me kind. It holds me close when nights grow cold. It tells my heart I'm not alone. So if you hear this soft refrain, know that your love did not leave pain. You're not forgotten, just redesigned into the warmth you left behind. I moved the couch, repainted walls, donated shoes and cleared the halls. But in the drawer beneath my pen, you let it wait to breathe again. The garden's grown a different way, the pictures change, the hair turn gray. But even through the things I do, there's still a place reserved for you. Not in pain, not in regret, but in a love I won't forget. There's still a place for you by the window near the morning dew. Not full of tears, not bound by time, just something softly left behind. I don't look back, I don't hold tight, but leave the lamp on every night. Not hoping you'll come walking through, but always still a place for you. Your cup's been gone a year or more. The echoes there's still a place for you in Sunday light and skies of blue, in kindness that you used to give, in all the ways I've learned to live. So even if we never meet in passing days or crowded streets, this heart is room this life has to forever. Still a place for you. I don't keep count of all the years, I let them pass like quiet tears. But when I look back on our time, it still feels soft and still feels mine. I don't replay the words we said, but some still echo in my head. Your laugh, your eyes, your way to stay, just long enough, then drift away. Not every love was meant to last, but ours was real and full and vast. And I loved you well, in the morning light, in the wishing well, through every storm, through every spring, through silence and the songs we'd sing. You may have gone, we said goodbye, but not with blame, not with a cry. The story's done, no need to dwell. Just know this truth, I loved you well. I folded notes you used to write, some smudged with tears, some held too tight. I kept a few, I let some go, but every word still seemed to glow. No bitterness, no heavy tone, just two hearts grown and fully grown. I found new paths, I walked alone, but always felt you in my bones. Not every road comes back around, but love like as when it did begin. And I loved you well, no storybook, no magic spell, but steady hands and open doors and quiet nights that once were yours. So if you hear my name someday, I hope you feel the same some way. We may have changed and that is swell, but don't forget I loved you well. One cup sits beside the sink, still wearing stains of your old drink. I couldn't wash it, couldn't move. It holds a part I couldn't lose. The cabinet's neat but not quite full. Your absence makes the colors dull. And every morning starts the same, with one less voice and one less name. I tell myself I'm doing fine, but this cup won't fall in line. The cup you left behind still holds you in its curve and shine. No words remain, no trace of tea, but something still comforts me. You're gone, the world has moved ahead, but this small thing recalls what's said, not with sound but with its kind. Soft presence of the cup you left behind. Tried to buy a set of new, but none could sit the way you do. I leave the cupboard slightly wide, like it expects you still inside. The way you'd hum, the way you'd pour, now echoes through the kitchen floor. And though I eat alone at night, this porcelain still holds you tight. It doesn't break, it doesn't bend, it simply waits, just like a friend. The cup you left behind, still breathing through the hands of time. It warms me though it's cold and still, a quiet proof of love and will. I thought I'd lost the little things, but grief lies soft in cups and rings. You're gone and yet I somehow find you left your soul in the cup you left behind. Maybe one day I'll pack it away, or maybe it's meant here to stay. A tiny truth, a gentle sign that hearts can live in curves and lines. The cup you left behind still pours your silence into mine. Not bitter, no, it's strangely sweet, like morning sun on empty seats. You're not around, but you reside in simple shapes that time can't hide. And though I've sipped 1,000 times, I still taste hallway doesn't echo right. No shuffle steps, no switch of light. You used to pass with humming low. Now silence lingers as you go. The clock still ticks upon the wall, but every sound feels far too small without your rhythm, breath and pace. This house has lost its human face. I never knew the sound of you was what made these old rooms true. Empty hallways, hollow floors, waiting still behind the doors. I call your name in quiet air, but all that answers isn't there. You're not a ghost, you're not a dream, but something lost in between. No wind, no words, no songs replay, just empty hallways where love used to stay. The mirror hangs still clean, still wide, reflecting everything I hide. I walk it once, then walk again. Each step reminds me where you've been. The walls still hold your picture frames, but can't replace the way you came through every room with careless grace and laughter filling up the space. The echoes now are small and thin. They sound like where you should have been. Empty hallways, whispered walls, carry the weight of distant calls. No door creaks back, no footsteps near, just fading scent and atmosphere. You're not the shadow that I fear, but all the warmth I want back here. Still I return day after day to empty hallways where your light used to lay. They say with time the silence fades, but here it holds the shape you made. And though I clean and though I mend, this space still waits to breathe again. Empty hallways, still and wide, like chapters paused, like breath denied. No rush, no sound, no final key, just quiet filled with memory. And every step I take alone still echoes where your voice had grown. You're not around, but in your way, you're still these hallways that never went away. I found your sweater in the drawer, the one you wore when I nights turn cold, still stretched its sleeves, a little torn, but full of stories never told. I held it close, then let it be, afraid the scent might drift from me. It smells like rain and faded pine, like coffee late and dinner time. Some things don't ask to stay or go, they simply wait and softly know. This worn sweater, loose and light, still wraps around me late at night. It doesn't speak, it doesn't move, but somehow still remembers you. I don't wear it out, I don't pretend, but folded like an old best friend. No button lost, no thread undone, just love that lingers when all else is gone. I never washed it, never dared to lose the way you used to care. The collar leans, the seams are thin, but that's the part where you begin. You toss it on that wooden chair and smile like you were always there. Now when I pass, I sometimes pause just to remember what once was. It's not a shrine, it's not regret, it's just a piece I can't forget. This worn sweater, soft and bare, still holds the weight of how you cared. It hugs me when the evening sighs and catches every breath that dies. No color left, no label clear, but you still feel the closest here. No need to speak, no need to run. You live in threads when all else is done. Some people live in grand goodbyes, but some remain in quiet ties. In sleeves we touch, in fabric true, hold what's left and still feel you. This worn sweater, old and true, knows more of me than I ever knew. Not just a shirt, not just a style, it keeps your warmth, it holds your smile. I fold it slow, I place it near, and in that chest I keep you here. Not in a photo, not in stone, but in this sweater. I'm never alone. The hallway dark, the window still, the world asleep beyond the sill. But one small glow remains inside, a steady flame, the kitchen light. I used to turn it off at 10 when you'd come home and smile again. Now every night I leave it on, though it's been years since you've been gone. It's not that I believe you'll show, it's just the only way I know. So I leave the kitchen light a little warmth against the night, like a whisper you might hear, like a sign that love is near. No kitchen light. The teapot waits, the cups are clean, but all they serve now is routine. I sit alone with books unread and talk to shadows in my head. I hear your laugh in quiet air. I sometimes glance expecting there, but it's just me in silent rooms, lit only by that gentle bloom. They say to let go, close the door, but I still light what came before. So I leave the kitchen light, a memory glowing through the night, not as a hope, not as a plea, but for the part you left in me. You're gone in ways I won't reverse, but I still hold the universe in that soft bulb, just barely bright. Yes, I leave the kitchen light. Maybe some things don't burn out, they just learn to shine without doubt. And even when the dark feels long, this little light keeps singing on. So I leave the kitchen light for every love that's out of sight, for every heart that walked away but still returns in some small way. Not in form, not in sound, but in the way this house is found, alive and holding on just right, because I leave the kitchen light. At first the silence felt too loud, like empty chairs and quiet crowds. The walls would breathe, the clocks would groan, and I would ache completely alone. But days went by and nights grew long. I found my rhythm, soft and strong. Now quiet fills these wooden beams with something close to gentle dreams. It didn't ask to be my friend, but here it stays without an end. Familiar silence, warm and near, no longer something I must fear. You sit with me, you know my tea, you hum the notes I used to be. You don't ask questions, don't demand, you simply reach and hold my hand. I used to cry, I used to fight, but now I breathe in familiar silence each night. I used to turn the TV loud to drown the ghosts, to please the crowd. Now music plays in softer tones, and I dance slowly on my own. The kettle sings a lullaby, the windows frame the evening sky, and in that stillness deep and wide, I find a peace I thought had died. Not every loss teach us who we are. Familiar silence, kind and true. You speak in light in shades of blue. No need to fill the space with sound. You're in the way my soul is found. You let me grieve, you let me mend. You're not a wall, you're like a friend. I once was lost in fading light. Now I am home in familiar silence each night. Some find joy in louder days, but I have learned the quiet ways. In whispered light, in breath between, I found the love that might have familiar silence. Now I see you never tried to bury me. You simply stayed when all that passed and helped me heal both slow and fast. You're not the end, you're just the part that let me keep a softer heart. And though the world may shout so bright, I live in peace with familiar silence each night. Steam rises gently from the cup in my hands. Golden light pours across the wooden stand. The world is quiet, the day still new. And in this moment I think of you. No rush, no sound, just time to breathe. A soft reminder of what it used to be. Coffee and morning light, filling the room with something right. No grand goodbyes, no heavy sighs, just peace beneath the painted sky. Memories stir with every sip. Sunlight kisses my fingertips. It's not the past I long to fight, just you and me in coffee and morning light. Your laugh still lingers in the kitchen air. A chair sits empty, but I leave it there. I talk to shadows in a gentle tone, because somehow I don't feel alone. The world has changed, but I remain holding small joys through soft refrains. Coffee and morning light, a quiet heart that feels just right. No need to speak, no need to cry. You live in me. this house still